Yo, what is up guys, Crazy Games here, welcome back to a brand new video on the channel, and we're back with more Bleach Rebirth of Souls. Now, I did have more videos planned for Bleach Rebirth of Souls before this patch video came out, but sadly, my DualSense has had an issue where it will not stop drifting, and in fact, it gets worse every day. I have videos where I recorded online matches, and I'm going to use that as the background footage, and I was going to use that for my online matches series, but I decided to just give up on it until I get a new DualSense, especially because this patch just came out. I adjust a lot of characters, so I'm going to save that for later, but I will use the matches I've recorded in the background for this video. Now, the Bleach Rebirth of Souls patches did a lot of changing. I won't go over everything, but I'll go over things I feel are super important, and there's a multiple characters and things I think are really big adjustments that need to be looked over. So let's go over the first thing, which is the general battle adjustments, which is they reduce the amount of fighting spirit gained when a Konpaku is destroyed. Now, I think this is a good thing because of how characters awaken. If fighting spirit is what I think it is, the awakening gauge, I think some characters would just be able to go into reawakened state or awakening state way too fast, and those characters will be like way too good, especially online. Like for example, Bankai Ichigo going into full holification was really fast, and it was guaranteed to happen every match. I do think that the Konpaku or the fighting spirit should go up with you getting attacked, like you're having the disadvantage, right? But I do wonder if they did because they noticed that a lot of Bankai Ichigos were losing specifically to get into holification. And while holification is a glass cannon, don't get me wrong, I think that it was an easy way for people like that to win, especially when you got your opponent to like 5 Konpaku or 4 Konpaku. So I think it's a good change. I really do. I really do. Fix the issue where the damage style chain reverse vary depending on awakening stages. I think it's a good change too. Not something I really noticed myself, but if it makes the game balance out more, it's something that we should add into that because, like I said before, I think like Storm, this game deserves an actual competitive scene. I do think these anime games deserve competitive scene. Should they be on Evo or whatever? I don't know. It's not one that important, but I think there's people who want to play this game competitively, people who want to go out of their way to fight people with this, get better at this game, and make it their main game. I think they should be allowed to, because like I said, other games like this, other arena fighters or other anime games have their own. So Bleach should be balanced just to let it could also have it. Obviously, you want to make sure it's fun and not boring. So I think that is perfectly fine to do. This one's important. In online matches, adjusted unintended unblockable frames during wake up, correcting an issue where combos could be infinitely extended. So this definitely helps a lot of people online, helps a lot of people just have more fun in the game. A lot of people have more fun competitively with the game because you don't have to deal with infinites like Yoruichis or Byakuyas or Ikakus, and I think that's fantastic because that needs to be fixed. Even if you want the game to be Kusoge, that needs to be fixed. You don't want to fight the same 3 characters over and over again online. You want to fight multiple different characters. This 32 character roster, we need those changes. So it's like a very, very good thing. I'm really glad they did that. Now let's get to the important parts of specific characters. For characters I know, I'll go over. For characters that I don't know, I won't really talk about. So I won't really talk about like Final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo, for example, because I don't have them unlocked. So there's no point in me giving information on that because I don't know if there's like I can say the right thing, you know what I mean? Like I said, say the incorrect statement. I don't want to give people the wrong information or stuff like that because I haven't been in the story mode, so there's no point in me talking about Final Getsuga Tensho Ichigo. I can't play them, and I'm finding them online, so Anyways, for Bankai Ichigo, the important aspect I want to focus on specifically is they reduce the Reishi gauge upon reawakening. As we know, full holification, he gets up, he's a glass cannon, right? But he has a lot of Reishi. And while he's a glass cannon, you go in, you beat the shit out of him, and you can get him out of there. I think he's really good at keeping people away and also getting in on you and being able to beat you up still and getting you into the red where he can just get his final head zero off and just decimate you. So I think it's a good idea to make it so that he's easier to kill. So Bankai Ichigos can't just specifically rely on reawakening and they have to try and stay up on people as Bankai Ichigo. The Hakugeki issue, where they fixed an issue where the movement became excessive when they put in the Hakugeki after landing an attack, I think is because of those combo videos people were posting about him, where they were like going insane with that boy online with specific combos I saw. So I wonder if that combo is gone now. Obviously, we won't know until people actually do it. but I think that was specifically one of the things that they want to adjust. Yoruichi Shihan is one of the characters that they adjust the breaker for, and I don't know if it's because of character sizes or whatnot for the certain characters, but I assume it's a good thing so that she cannot do crazy follow-ups and long combo strings that basically turn into infinites or touch of deaths after her breaker. I don't think she did that, but I think I know for sure her up triangle, her triangle move after you're falling down is something that they have to adjust, thus making so you can block on her specifically, and Byakuya, you can block on wake up so you can get out of that situation. I don't know if this is part of that or if it's something else completely, so I have to look into it myself. Rukia Kuchiki, they have made it so that she can cancel into a follow-up Ho-Oh. Now I was talking about it in my last take of this video where Rukia is a glass cannon, and I feel like she's more glass than cannon because she is very, very weak in terms of like defense or whatever, and she can get mulched, right? But she's really fast and can hit fast. But the problem is I don't think her damage was that great. So I think that them adjusting her damage during Awakening and also making it a follow-up cancelable, making it cancelable into a follow-up Ho-Oh is a good thing for her. So she will be better online, and I think that's a better thing than not having her good grade at all. Not like she was bad, but I think this is a good change for her. Okay, let's get into Genryusa, Yamamoto, and Nell too, because these two had an interesting issue where they would have stuff that just did not hit correctly. Like Nell's Keycon move, Normal State 1, it would sometimes just not go through. Same with her Spiritual Brusher move 2 in Awakening would just not connect. Something was wrong with her specifically where sometimes her move would just not go through. I don't know if it was an online thing, but they specified that the Keycon move itself is correctly during online. So I do think that that's a good thing, because Yamamoto also had this issue too with his Spiritual Pressure move 2 is his issue where his hitbox would disappear under certain circumstances. Same with his special flash attack. So I don't know, something about Yamamoto now was really wrong, and these things are good for them. Maybe they're still, you know, especially Yamamoto was just, maybe he's still too strong, and maybe that made it so that you could actually beat him. But I do think that that was adjusted specifically so that you could actually like use those characters online. Because I know people were like, a lot of people were like, I can't use them until it's patched. And I think that's a good thing that they patched it so now they're usable online. Even if Yamamoto is broken, maybe they'll list him again. So I haven't thought of Yamamoto, but I heard people say he's like nuts. Kai and Shiba, I needed this one specifically. I need this one specifically made for me. So his signature move would not follow correctly. His signature move would not follow up correctly with specific inputs, and I thought I was going crazy when I played him online. I would still win matches, so I was like, I guess it's just how the characters are, the game is, or whatever. But now that they've actually said straight up that there was an issue, I'm like, okay, I was not crazy. He had an issue, and it was bothering the hell out of me. But I'm glad they fixed it, so now Kai and Shiba will be more usable online. And I guess it's not all about winning, you know, it's not all about winning, but it is annoying when stuff like that does happen. Where it's just like, okay, so this is just not gonna follow up when it definitely should be. It's clear that it should be, so thank you for fixing that. And last but not least, for the two characters that I know for sure, or was interested in really, because I do play them a little bit, Byakuya and Sosuke Aizen. Sosuke Aizen had his flash attack increase when the Hokyokyu level increases, which I think is necessary because it makes sense lore-wise. But also, Aizen had an issue where as you're transforming, you could end the match. The match would end after transforming, thus either making a win, or I think mostly people would lose because of how long his scenes go on. So I think increasing damage allows the matches to go by faster. I don't think everyone had increased damage, so maybe it's like kind of scary out for anyone to go up against them, because I already know that people already had issues with Aizen online, so maybe this is not a good thing, but we'll see. Spiritual Pressure move 1 fix an issue where when I hit certain characters correctly. I assume that's based on character size, so if you're someone short like Toshiro, it probably wouldn't hit correctly, but I don't think that was an issue with a big character like Kenpachi Zaraki or something. Hokyoku's second phase awakened Normal State Hokyokyu Fusion signature move fixed an issue where when I follow correctly with specific inputs. Now that's just another issue that was like a Kaien, and I think they want to make sure that your moves hit. Unless someone's blocking, your moves hit, or they follow up as they should. So thank you so much for that. Shorten the time suggestion to Hokyokyu Fusion second phase. Now I think that specifically is there is because of what I said earlier, where his dialogue would make it take so long that the online matches would end. So thank you for that. And I think that's the Goku Fusion second phase, but I'm pretty sure that's the one after, that's the butterfly mode one. Byakuya Kushiki, signature move made it so it cannot follow up from quick attack or flash attack. Now this is not a problem for me, but it's gonna be taking some time to get used to, because I used to like use that like crazy, specifically on survival mode, and not really online, because I haven't followed Byakuya online like that. But maybe this specifically was like an issue, like a nasty issue people had online with Byakuyas, so they want to get rid of that. And flash attack made it so it attacks by maxing the position when there is a certain height difference with the opponent. Now I did have an issue with that, I think, because I think sometimes when you're Byakuya and try to get a character, you know, as they're falling down or they get stuck above you, or it wouldn't just go through. So it adjusting specifically where the certain height is actually really good change, thus making it better for you to play as Byakuya when you're using flash attacks. So yeah, that is really it. I want to say that so far so good. It's fantastic that they're going in and fixing stuff like this, and I'm happy, because I was kind of worried they were just not gonna do it. They were just not gonna do anything. But they're going in and making the game balanced, and they want people to play this game competitively, which I think is a fantastic job, because they said they want ranked mode to be balanced. They want ranked mode to be fun, and if you balance it out so it's fun, maybe it was a good thing it wasn't in the game. Maybe it was a good thing. But you know, some people will just not see it like that, because ranked mode is kind of needed day one to a lot of people. So who knows? Who knows? But I, for one, am happy that they're taking the time. I just wish they had delayed the game and released it when all the stuff was ready in the game. But I guess it's hard to notice these things if people aren't actually playing it. But yeah, that's all. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hope you have a fantastic day. And peace for Crazy Games, everybody.